Craving a breath of fresh air? Looking for a new place to bring your camper or RV and settle down for some peaceful camping time? It's only a short distance from the Trans-Canada Highway. Stick with us as we head out on a new adventure.
Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Lorraine.
And we are on the off-ramp. We're heading to Cypress Hills Provincial Park in Alberta, a hidden gem nestled in the foothills. Towering pines, wildflower meadows, and crystal clear lakes await. We have never visited this campground, and now for the first time we are joining friends from British Columbia in the central meeting spot. Tag along as Alvin and Wade hike their way to the top of Baldy Mountain, and later we show you some of the many different campsites available in this park as we discover this gem in southern Alberta. And be sure to catch some of our special tips throughout the video on how we try to make camping easier and more affordable.
But the adventure doesn't stop there. On our way home, we'll be making a special detour to the stunning Qu'Appelle Valley in Saskatchewan. Imagine pulling over a little roadside stop and parking the RV for a night of boondocking with a beautiful view over the lake.
So join us as we explore the beauty of Cypress Hills and the Qu'Appelle Valley.
We're at the Cypress Hills Provincial Park near Elkwater, and we're in the Provincial Park campground. So I'm going to give you just a brief overview of the campground and what we all get to see.
If you watched any of our videos from Florida, you'll know that these guys rented a van and joined us for about 18 days. But now here we are in Cypress Hills, Alberta, and they bought their own van. And we've been trying to enjoy our time of camping in this cold, and we had a fire, but the weather says it wants to rain, so into one of our vans, which hold enough 4 people around a table so that we can play a game of cards or something. So anyway, love it that we could meet them in the middle of Canada. They came from the west, we came from the east, and here we are in Alberta enjoying our time together.
Baldy Mountain, top of Cypress Hills. Highest point in the campground. I have no idea. I have no idea. Once you pass through town, you'll see the campground registration and visitor center. Campground is just one turn further. There's a closer look of the museum. Takes a little longer by bike than it would by vehicle. Just remember when you are coming through here, speed limit is 15 kilometers per hour. Please obey the speed limit. We have seen some campers come through and they are just speeding through the campground. Slow down because there are kids. Okay, we're gonna make a left turn here, and this is going into the campground office registration area. We had a great young lady helping us when we got here. We were looking for different sites. She took the time to highlight each of the empty sites that were here for the 5 nights that we're staying here. And it gave us a chance to find 3 sites close together for our 3 families that were camping. Okay, we're gonna go through the lakeside or the Lakeview campground first. When you come in, one thing you'll notice right away, this big, fairly new washroom building with toilets and showers. That brings us into the Lakeview. Most of the sites have water and electricity, it looks like. Nice, fairly large sites, lots of grass. On windy days, it would be quite windy hanging out here. But you are closer to the water and just a short little walk to the beach. And that brings us out of the Lakeview sites. Okay, from the Lakeview campground, the next campground just up the road by about 50 feet is Old Baldy campground. So we'll take a ride around that. And Old Baldy is right next to Baldy Mountain. In the background there behind those trees. Baldy Mountain is a nice little hike. Easily marked, easy to travel. Some switchbacks for those who don't like the steep hills. Here's the Baldy campground. Water and electrical available. And I'm thinking on the real windy days, there's probably more shelter here as well too. Old Baldy Campground Bay has pit toilets. I don't think there are showers here. I'm not sure. We'll make it all the way around and see. The campground has been quite empty during the week, but today is Friday, and we are starting to see a lot of the campsites fill in. So there's a lot more campers in here now for the weekend again. I would say it's probably a favorite spot for a lot of locals. Not too far of a drive from, say, Medicine Hat, or even if you're in Saskatchewan, Swift Current, a couple hours and you're here. There's Baldy Mountain. I think it was 90 meters in elevation. Does that make sense? Or was it 30 meters? No, I think 90 meters, in elevation on the hike. I'll post the true stuff on screen here for you. The true height or the true elevation gain. Okay, so this is leaving Old Baldy. Oh, somebody from Nova Scotia. Welcome to Western Canada. Okay, that's the dumping sites there, dumping station. This is the Beaver Creek campsites. And they too have modern bathroom facilities with showers. Okay, then from Beaver Creek we go into the campground that we're in, Elkwater Bay, which is the name of the lake and the region in the Cypress Hills Provincial Park, Alberta side. Nice campsites. A lot of them are closer together, so if you're traveling by yourself, you'll want to be careful which sites you take. If you're traveling with friends and family, it's wonderful because you can be close together and share fire pits and things like that. So that's the playground area. Okay, there's our van. We are in site 21, I think. A nice little cottages for those who don't have tents or don't have trailers. Lots of nice big trees if you need shade in the hot summer. Of course, if you're waiting for solar, it'll slow down your solar power. But these are all electric sites as well. Okay, we're still in Elkwater. This is Bay E and D, D and E. Another modern refreshing facility with showers. This would actually be very sheltered sites too, because we've got a big hill on the west-southwest side and lots of trees here. And then there's a hill on that side as well too. All right, this is the boardwalk. They got a beautiful boardwalk along the waterfront. So this is May 24th, I think. But it's a great boardwalk through the bulrushes and the marshy area. The bugs all over the place. So the boardwalk takes us around the marshes, and then we head off to the beach area and the boating area. There's the museum out there in the background. Great place to bring young children. Lots of learning. Learning can be done there regarding local animals. I guess cougars are out here, and bears, of course, and coyotes. We even saw a little marten playing on the grass yesterday, so that was kind of neat. Beautiful grassy areas, so if you're even coming for a day visit and you want to come to the beach, it looks like it'd be a great place to come in the summertime. So I'm imagining a lot of boating happenings here during the summertime. There are quite a few docks and boat slips, and there are some cottages in the area too. I've seen a couple of boat launches already. Here's a nice double-sized boat launch. And boat slips. It's quite picturesque with the lovely hills in the background. It's a beautiful place. And right now it's just lovely seeing the sun, because we've had 3 days of rain, so this is quite nice. Rentals are not open for this season yet, but I imagine soon. We saw them loading new kayaks 2 days ago. And so that's pretty cool. So you can get bikes and boat rentals here. It'll be fun to rent a couple of kayaks and just kayak around the lake. It is a lovely day outside. So Cypress Hills Provincial Park is about a 30 to 40 minute ride outside of Medicine Hat, Alberta. It's just south off of the number 1 highway, the Trans-Canada Highway, and it's probably only about a 20-minute ride, maybe 30 at the most ride off of the highway, so it's all quite close by. It's a beautiful park. We would love to come back here in the summertime, so possibly one day we'll be able to as well. It'd be kind of nice being here in the summertime. Checked the temperature of the water yesterday, and it was 8 degrees, so still a little too cold to go swimming for me. And there must be some fishing in the lake here, because I did see a young couple heading off today, and he had his fishing rod with him, so he was going to do some fishing. And again, just a beautiful view. This would be a great little exploration area for kids as well too. The sky and clouds are looking just amazing.
In Manitoba, we were noticing how quickly spring had arrived before the May long weekend. But here in Cypress Hills, we're actually noticing that the trees are leafing out quite a bit slower than what we expected. And of course, our time here has been wonderful with friends. And who cares about the weather? In the end, it's when you're with friends, right? But one of the things that we have noticed is we go in and out based on the rain. We start a fire, then we have to go into our vans and stay out of the rain. And we're having an unusually sunny evening today. So we're taking advantage and going for a walk. This is our weekend fire builder. He would build a fire, and then we'd go inside because we were cold. The fire didn't keep us warm enough.
It was raining.
And then it was raining, and then rain would stop, and then he'd build another fire, and then we'd go back in the vans. We would go back and forth. So now when it was beautiful this evening, and we said, Alvin, will you build a fire? He said, No. He did not want. He didn't say that he was. Of course, he's Alvin. He said yes. Of course, I'll build another fire.
But in his mind, what he really said was,
Yeah, you better stay out here this time.
yeah,
And
we're going back in for at least 20 minutes.
yeah. And that blue sky is probably going to give us more time around this fire than we've had all weekend. So we're happy.
The bacon is in the pan, but for those times that you need oil, we don't with the bacon, but we will with the eggs later on. We use canola oil, but we put it in a mayonnaise container, and it makes for a nice and handy container size to have cooking oil along while you are camping.
There we go.
Over business. Okay. Good.
See you later then.
Bathroom break.
And there. I won't even say.
Taking breakfast. I could watch you cook all day.
Yeah.
You already did some cooking, Val.
Looks yummy. Oh yeah, that looks amazing.
Our first sunny morning. It feels great to be outside cooking and enjoying the sunshine. Actually, to be fair, Val's cooked the hash browns. Wade's cooked the bacon and eggs. I've done nothing. I made coffee for me. I didn't even make coffee for you, Val. Did you have any?
I sure did.
Okay, good.
Yes, I did.
So, what a great morning for us to depart Cypress Hills Provincial Park.
Special breakfast juice.
Oh yeah, that's
My breakfast blend.
his version of caffeine for the morning. So our name for our channel is On the Off Ramp. If you're here, you know that. But it really is because Wade and I do like to kind of detour off the plan. It's very easy to stick to the Trans-Canada Highway and head her home after our camping in Alberta. But as we pass through Regina and we're heading east, we see the scenic road sign for, how do I say this, Wade?
Qu'Appelle Valley.
Say it again.
Qu'Appelle Valley.
Qu'Appelle Valley, and apparently, according to others that have visited, it's like a must stop. We're gonna do a drive-through. There's a chain of lakes along a river system that creates this valley, and we're looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, we're on the off-ramp,
And boondocking at the other end of the lake.
and we're gonna boondock on an overlook at the other end of the lake based on iOverlander's recommendations. This,
The sign said Qu'Appelle Valley.
okay, so this must be the valley, yeah. There's a series of lakes that are all connected by little rivers and have bridges, and so our decision is to travel between two of the lakes and then drive along the north side.
500 meters, turn right
of the
to stay on
lakes.
Saskatchewan 210 North.
Except we don't want to take the 210. We want
No,
56.
no, we're going to keep going ahead because we're crossing the river.
Take the next right to stay on
We're taking-
Saskatchewan 210 North.
We're going to take 56 and go on the north side of the lake. And we're heading to Fort
Continue on
Qu'Appelle.
Saskatchewan 56 South for 1 kilometer.
Echo Lake. Parking.
Keep left, then sharp right. Take the next left towards Saskatchewan 56 North, then turn left onto Saskatchewan 56 North.
Jeepers. Oh, this place must be busy in the summer. Nice little gem in Saskatchewan. So this is beachside area, right? This isn't a camping area.
This means
Well, to hang out. it's not a beach day today, it certainly looks like a picnic day for many. Okay. Now I'm curious, and I'm sure someone knows the answer, but I'm wondering if boats can get from Pasquale Lake to the next lake through the Qu'Appelle River underneath this bridge. Here's one access point.
I wouldn't say they can, it looks like.
Yeah, they might be able to do it. Wow. And this is why we took this route. Look at that. We get this gorgeous view of the whole lake from here. This is in the village level of Labret. Do you think I'm saying that right? Labret?
Labret, I'm not sure. In the Qu'Appelle Valley anyway. Qu'Appelle Valley.
That is a beautiful building.
There's a self-help shop there. Shop. This is too good to be through. Find a cornerstone on this
Sacred
side.
Heart Roman Catholic Church, established 1865. Wow.
Thank you so much for joining us on our journey to Cypress Hills Provincial Park. We hope it has opened up another door for you to explore a new place to camp. I also hope that you've been able to learn some new things to do while you're camping, things to make it easier or perhaps more affordable. And we hope that the boondocking has showed how to use the app iOverlander. We discussed it a little bit in the last video, but that's one app to help get around. Now, one piece of information we have to get across is we have a winner of the 2 bottles, the collapsible water bottles, and the winner is B-Handle, and we are going to try and get the right name and get that set up, but send us a note if you're watching this video. Our plans for the future are somewhat muted at this point. We don't know exactly where we're heading next, but we are making some plans, but we also know that things can happen, so we are going to hold our plans loosely.